And you got rear-ended on I-494 last winter. That the damage looked bad. When you filed a claim, I thought you were covered, and then found out your liability limit maxed out halfway through the other driver's medical bills. Now you're looking at a lawsuit. Here's the thing. Minnesota law says $30,000 is enough. Most of the time, it's not. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what Minnesota requires you to carry, why those minimums leave you exposed, and what actually protects your paycheck and your house. Minnesota makes you carry at least $30,000 per person, $60,000 per accident for bodily injury liability. That's the floor. It also requires $40,000 in no-fault coverage. That's personal injury protection, and $25,000 in uninsured motorist coverage. Those numbers sound big until you get a medical bill from Hennepin Healthcare for someone's surgery and physical therapy. 30 grand disappears fast. Minnesota winters are different. We get black ice, heavy snow, spring flooding. The Minneapolis metro area runs millions of vehicles a year on roads that go from perfect to treacherous in 2 hours. I see this all the time in my agency. December through March, we see clusters of multi-car pileups. When you cause an accident that puts someone out of work for months or requires ongoing care, 30,000 doesn't cover it. The other driver's insurance or their lawyer will come after your assets. Here's what makes Minnesota different. We're a no-fault state. Your own personal injury protection pays your medical bills and lost wages after an accident, no matter who caused it. That sounds good until you realize 40,000 in no-fault coverage runs out if you need months of rehab or ongoing treatment. You need to think about what you actually earn, what your medical costs could be, and build coverage that matches your real life, not the legal minimum. The biggest mistake I see is drivers thinking the state minimum is the right amount. It's not. It's the bare legal minimum. I had a client 2 years ago. Single accident, wasn't his fault, but the other driver had only 30,000 liability. His medical bills hit 52,000. He sued my client's household, and we ended up negotiating a settlement that cost him 5 years of paychecks. Don't be that person. Buy more coverage than you're required to carry. You need to know what you're actually carrying and whether it's enough for your situation. Call us right now at 763-733-7475. We're licensed in Minnesota, Wisconsin, North Dakota, South Dakota, Iowa, Illinois, Ohio, Missouri.